Manager Bud Black here. We will start with Danielle. Danielle, go ahead.
Hi, buddy. That felt like one of the more well-rounded road wins for the Rockies this year. Did you feel the same way tonight?
Well, I thought we played well. Brendan would like to have that, one grounder back in the eighth. But overall, I thought we threw the ball well. I think Kyle was solid. Jolise was solid. Daniel, solid. Carlos after the leadoff. The leadoff base hit and the wild pitch, bared down and punched out the side. So good all-around win. A couple big hits. Chuck got us on the board, gave us a little momentum early. Elias with the late home run in the eighth was a big one there to give us a little breathing room in the ninth. Crony had a big swing like he's been doing lately. So I thought we swung the bats pretty well, and I thought we pitched outstanding.
Charlie Blackmon has hit a lot of milestones in his career, and he hit another one tonight with that home run to move up the franchise home run leaderboard. What's it been like watching him over these past couple of seasons, not only, continue to produce, but also grow into his leadership role for the team and help out all the younger players?
It's been great, Danielle. I think that, there's so much to say about Charlie. I don't want to, take up a lot of time here, but I could speak, for a strong half hour easy about Charlie Blackmon and what he means to this organization and what he's meant to the teams that he's played on while he's been a Rocky. But, I've said many times, he's a true professional. He takes pride in his work, takes pride in his job. He goes about it the right way. Preparation off the charts, maybe the best I've ever seen in 40 years as a player, executive, pitching coach, manager. I can go on. I'll put it this way. The guys on this team or who have played with Charlie, especially as he moved into a little bit of service time or have been lucky to play with a guy like that.
Thank you.
We'll go to Nick Rowe.
Yeah, hey, buddy, you had Daniel in the eighth. I know you mentioned the other day that he's in some, a bit of a slump lately.
Right.
Is this? Are you just maybe giving a bit of a breather out of the ninth, or is this something?
Just giving a different look, Nick, for sure. I talked to Daniel before the game and with Steve and Daryl, the two pitching coaches, and this is just a step back to exhale a bit. He pitched in a 3-2 game in the eighth inning at Dodger Stadium against Will Smith, Bellinger, and Trey Turner, and Justin Turner. So it's not really a breather, right? But it was just a different look for him. He's been the last 2 years one of our most reliable pitchers. He's got 20-plus saves. He's got a ton of strikeouts. I think there's just some things that we needed to rework a little bit, I think, moving forward for Daniel for the rest of this year and next year. I think just some philosophical stuff that we talked through today that, I don't want to get into, but I think it will help him. So this is just a different look for him. And, maybe Carlos gets a little momentum, and his heartbeat gets going a little bit pitching in the ninth inning, because I'm a believer. And I know a lot of people disagree with me, but most don't who've been in my chair or in the dugout or executive. The ninth inning is different than other innings. I'll just leave it at that.
I'm sorry. And then I'm trying to understand you correctly. Do you foresee Carlos doing this again, or is it just his turn tonight?
No, I see him doing this again.
Okay, and then with him in the ninth, he was very aggressive with the changeup. Is that something that he came to? Was that at all your urging? That's when I know you don't call pitches.
That's part of his mix. It's high velocity fastball with a good changeup and a hard slider. I think it was a slider to Pollock, I believe, that struck him out. He's got 3 pitches. I think they're all quality. They're all above average when he throws. When he gets them in the strike zone. So. He's a weapon. he's pitched pretty solid. We got to, every pitcher has to, keep improving and work on their craft. And there's some things that he's going to continue to work on. But, he's, like I said this afternoon, he's got, he's got some saves under his belt. That was a while ago, though, right? That was 16, I believe, or 15 and 16. Before I was here, we were fortunate to have Holland, who led the league in saves. Davis led the league in saves. 19 was a tough year for our bullpen, but Carlos has the stuff. Now it's whether he can handle the ninth inning. Early in his career, he had a nice little start to his career. We'll see how it goes, but it should be a big confidence booster what he did today.
I'm sorry, and one more real quick on this. But
Sure, no problem.
It seemed like Carlos was really amped to start that ninth. Did Diaz bring him down a little bit? Did you see how did they settle in?
Well, I tried to get his attention from the dugout for sure to calm down. I saw Elias did the same thing too. After the base hit and the ball to the backstop, I could see him just rushing a little bit, being a little quick in between pitches. We tried to slow him down a little bit, take a deep breath, which it looked like he did. I mean, Elias did a good job slowing the pace down a little bit once he received the ball from Carlos after each pitch was made. So much better.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
All right, any final questions for Bud tonight? We'll finish up with Mike Singer. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, buddy, before the game, you said you wanted to see Kyle mix in all of his pitches. You wanted to see him move the ball inside, outside of the plate. How do you think he did in that regard tonight?
I thought he did a really good job with the fastball tonight. I think that was the key to the game. I mean, I think they did a good job of hitting on a couple fastballs. I think they anticipated a couple fastballs in certain counts, and they got the barrel to it, the inning that they hit the 2 homers. But I thought the curveball, the slider, and the change were solid today, especially the slider and the curve. It didn't throw a ton of changeups, but again, 4-pitch mix. But I think the ball strike ratio was great. They made him work a little bit. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings, the pitch count got a little high. But that's what they do. I mean, that's what their group of players do. They're very tough. They got great plate discipline. They have ability to foul off some pitches. They take borderline pitches. But I thought Kyle did a really good job with the fastball tonight, and the slider and the curve were, I thought, outstanding.
We know how competitive Kyle is, but to see his reaction when Carlos struck out the side there in the 9th, did you see anything special or different in terms of his competitiveness tonight?
No, that's what he does every game, whether he's the pitcher of record or not. He's a Rocky. He's a Rocky fan from the time he was a little boy. I love that about Kyle, that he's from Denver and he's playing for his favorite team. He's like that every night. He really is. So that's not